Yeah, sorry if you hear that. I'm just waking up a little bit. Sorry for not being able to deliver. Uh, anyway, I'm back. So, if I sound a bit nasally or something, I just woke up, so please try to ignore that. Anyway, as I was saying, so yeah, his quirk allows him, well, he's saying this out loud, his quirk allows him to manipulate, to manipulate somebody's mind, as such, by conversation. And most of the pro heroes hearing this and understanding what he means, saying, "Oh, we get it." But he could have at least have managed to up his body strength. Him saying, "Fair enough, fair enough." And Goku and Izuku just goes off. Now, some of the fights will be the same, so there's no point of changing much more on the fact that the quirks are stronger, so there's really not much of a change. So this would be the fight between Todoroki and Izuku. And like I said, I'm gonna make it extravagant. Extravagant. Ah, I can't speak today, which is weird. Extravagant. Right. So, as we all know, Endeavor, of course, intercepts Izuku before the fight and asks, um, do you, can you make like, we all know what he's saying, make my son use his fire side. And Izuku at this point is pretty much annoyed now. He says, it's not his quirk, it's not your quirk, it's his. I don't understand why you think that evolution or something is made by you. You're just another prick that's considered to be a hero. And walks off. Now, before this is before. Now, let's go on to a flashback before this. Todoroki pulls back Deku, Egizuku, and asks, are you All Might's secret love child or something? Izuku looks and ponders, what is he talking about? And just replies, what? And says, well, you have two quirks. One being that weird transformation, or mask, the other being that weird electricity manipulation. And Izuku just looks at him like, I have the electricity manipulation from my mother. She had an electricity quirk. My father had some type of manipulation quirk or something. I couldn't tell what it was. So with that combination, that's why I have an electricity manipulation quirk. So in a way, I technically have three quirks, but it's basically merged. And and Todoroki just says, "Then who's your dad?" Obviously, it's not All Might. Him replying, and he says, "How could you possibly know?" Because first things first, All Might doesn't have a manipulation quirk. He has some type of superhuman quirk or something, doesn't he? Todoroki taking up a realization. I mean, basically, he does have a type of superhuman quirk, so it doesn't matter. It's still similar. And then he says, forget about it. and just walks off. Obviously, Bakugo was listening in, thinking, could he? But their quirks are too different, so I highly doubt it. Everybody not realizing what Deku, or should I say Izuku, actually is, being half human, half hollow. That much power in one body. I've never seen that much before. Well, whatever. Anyway, back to the fight. Now, we go on, and Izuku is kind of bored of Todoroki due to the fact that he's twice as strong as he was originally. And Todoroki's throwing a bunch of ice, and he's getting tired, and Izuku's dodging most of it. And if he would have to, he'd just throw a small circle to remove what's in his way. And then Izuku just says, "I'm getting bored." Todoroki's like, "You no." Todoroki would just probably try to throw big as an ice, the big ice wall he tried to throw. He threw at, I believe it was Kaminari or oh, what's that guy with the shadow quirk? Mm, mm. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. So please just picture that. Anyway, and he does get caught, but he just unleashes a high amount of spiritual pressure. You're probably wondering, can they even sense it? Just, just watch. And the spiritual pressure is being sensed by everybody because it's like forcing the pressure onto people. So like he doesn't realize it, but he's like literally forcing spiritual pressure on everybody in the stadium and everybody watching. And as it's so, the spiritual pressure is so great that the ice just literally breaks. And Izuku just says, "Hmm, pathetic. You can only use ice. I thought you had more. Don't you have a second part to your quirk?" And Todoroki's like, "How could you possibly know that?" "Well, it's pretty obvious the way you melted off that ice the last couple rounds. So, why aren't you using your fire? 100% is better than 50%. And Todoroki just gets angry. "Did my father put you up to this?" And Izuku's like, "He tried." Then I told him he was a condescending prick to think that I would force you into using your own quirk. But hear my words. They're not his quirk. It's your quirk. He led you to believe that he created you in order to surpass All Might. But in actuality, you're your own person, Todoroki Shoto. That's your fire, not his. It may have come from him, but that fire now belongs to you. You and yours alone. Your fire is what you use to regulate the body, to regulate your own body, so you do not die. You understand how powerful your quirk is? To be able to regulate heat at a certain degree, freeze people, and throw fire. That's an underwhelming combo. And if you were to use your fire, if you were to use your ice correctly, you'd probably be able to manipulate your fire at the same time, combining it. And Todoroki, taking this into affair, realizes, and he's still not there yet. And Izuku just says, "Remember what I said. Remember what I said. It's your quirk, not his." Todoroki, taking this into account, flashbacks about his mother, as usual, and just says, "Thank you, Midoriya." Hmm? And he is set ablaze by his own fire. And we get that good cutscene of him throwing off his fire off his body. We all know it. And this is when the fight really gets serious because Izuku realizing, well, his power literally increased just because he told him to use his fire. And he's like, excuse me, might be pretty strong. Anyway, they get up to the fight. So Todoroki does that same special move he uses in where he throws the ice and fire, and this catches Izuku kind of off guard and narrowly dodges. And Izuku says, he's quick. Got burned a little bit. Oh, you hear the cinders. And with that in mind, hmm, Izuku says, fine, you asked for it. And he says, well, I forgot the name of, so just say white. Takes out his sword and says, and just transforms. And yells out Vastolore in an echoey voice. No, I know that I said that, but we all know that even it, like, no, Kyoto didn't have to, so he doesn't do it. He just relaxes a bit and says, "This is full power, Todoroki." Hmm? And he looks up. What? Did he just say full? And he just erupts with power, sending shockwaves around, sending so much wind pressure and shockwaves around everywhere. Everybody waiting for anticipation, realizing that they're not going to survive if the wind pressure keeps going, and it ends at an abrupt stop. Everybody sees a weird demon like figure, but he's not. And they're like,
Hallo? Ja, hallo. No, I'm turn on. Yeah, no, I'm turn on. Est-ce que papi levé? Non, this time I'm turn on mon ti hallo en même temps, hallo ti hallo. Ok, bye bye. Mm-hmm. Anyways, hold up. If you saw that just now, crap, I'm gonna have to cut some part.